Yo, 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 yo. Pew, pew, yo.
What up?
It's Kendra and Marcel back again.
The Jadakiss laugh.
Oh, I couldn't stand Jadakiss. You probably
I didn't like him.
Jadakiss.
I didn't like Jadakiss.
He liked Jadakiss, y'all. I done heard him say it many times.
I liked him after the fact.
After the fact of
After
what?
he was relevant. I appreciated how good of a rapper he was.
But he wasn't. He had them
What?
elementary school.
Jadakiss was definitely like a good rapper.
Yeah. Because my girl, that was it.
Jadakiss was definitely
Better rapper than Jadakiss? Eve. Yeah, you don't want to touch it.
Eve talked about good stuff. Like
Eve talked about real life.
Jadakiss was great punchline.
No, he
rapper,
wasn't.
Lyricist.
He just said it louder.
No.
Yeah.
I think Eve was a better all around rapper. But lyricist and all that, like Jadakiss was.
What do y'all think? Jadakiss versus Eve. My vote is for Eve. His vote is for Jadakiss. Anywho, that takes us into our topic of this evening, which is marriage. Dun dun dun.
Should you get married or stay single?
Ooh, good question. I don't think marriage is for everybody. Like, real talk. I think it takes a, I don't know, like a level of maturity for one. But like, once you're married, like it's no longer about just you. And I don't think everybody realizes that. I didn't realize the extent of it before being married, how much it wasn't about me.
That scared the poop out of me. Because I'm very like independent, like I don't want to say I'm very like a loner. I go to the movies by myself.
He
like,
does go to the movies
that's how
by
much
himself.
like I like being by myself. Like, well, I don't say like, but that's how much I
He
didn't mind
enjoys
being.
it.
Yeah, I enjoy being by myself. I enjoy my time. Yeah, that's just me. Like even I think my mom said like growing up, just put me in a room with my toys or whatever, and I would be fine. My brother, on the other hand, Maurice. Sorry, Maurice. He had to be around people.
He had to be around. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Some people like get fueled from being around people, and other people feel drained. I think you're one of the people that feel more drained than fueled. For me, it depends on which people. Like certain people like wear me out, and I'm like, I can't do this all day.
Yeah.
But then there are other people where I feel like super fueled by, like Toya. Shout out to Toya. Like she
gas you up.
She does gas me up, man. Every time I'm with that girl, I'm like, man, this is my homie. Like I could spend all day with her, and we could just like chill. And oh, that's so disrespectful. I didn't even check upstairs. I deserve that. But wow, she just straight uppercut me with the knife in the throat. Yikes. But she got that proximity mind. No, it wasn't me. I've never done that before. I still am trying to get that. Anywho, shout out to my girl Toya. Love her. She definitely gasses me up. Yeah, and be having me weak all the time. But back to marriage, yeah. That independence, man.
Oh yeah.
It is it's hard to
give up.
Let go. I think I'm getting more used to it now. It's becoming more of my go-to. But to like consult you on things and even to like talk through my plans, because I remember that was a huge thing when we were engaged. Remember I was going to take that trip with my friends to, I think we were going to DC, and you were like, you weren't going to tell me, and I was like, what?
Oh, that's what that was about?
I'm like,
I remember the conversation of like you trying to get your mind around giving up some of your independence.
Yeah.
I forgot what sparked it.
I feel like I was going to DC, I think, with my homies.
Oh, I think it started. I remember saying I didn't care if you went.
Yeah, but you were like, but you just weren't going to talk to me about it, and I was just like, what? Like, you weren't wrong. I was definitely wrong in that situation. Because, not because I didn't tell him, but because I didn't see the need to tell him. Like, I was like mad that he even, when I felt like he was trying to control me, and that wasn't the case. He was just trying to be in the know of what I was doing, like what was going on in my life. Like, oh, you going out of town? I think that's good for your fiance to know.
Yeah.
But I was still in my single girl, chilling, doing my own thing.
I remember being scared with, like, after that conversation, like, you were like just adamant about like where you were at. And I was like, I don't know if this is gonna like work out. Like, you scared me.
Scared you? How? What'd you think? You thought it was gonna be a wild wife?
Yeah, I thought she was gonna be like, cause I hadn't, like, that was like the first time I'd seen like you like adamantly like, I'm independent, like I've grown up, I do things on my own, like, and I don't mind that, but that's not something that I'm attracted to. If that makes sense. Like the very boisterous, like, I'm very independent woman, like, and
but I am an independent woman.
But that's a big deal, like, to, and like you still wanted that same amount of independence when you get married. Because but during that time I was talked to about, or given advice about, like, just giving up my independence and my, because like I said, like, I was very not to myself. I'm a very social person, but I'm very like doing stuff on my own. So giving up my independence on that. And so to hear like you like adamantly, no, I'm gonna be independent and I'm gonna do what I want. That's what I was thinking. That's what was going through my mind.
First of all, I don't do all this. I don't do all that. So stop trying to put me in that bucket of ratchet chicks.
Dang, ratchet.
Ratchet chicks that do all that head movement and finger snapping. That ain't me. Ugh, you look so sassy. Who shot you, bro? Oh, probably that person that just shot me. Woo! Woo! Oh, you weren't even gonna help, bro? He just still sat there. That's me dying. My homie is on the other side of that sign. And that person just ran away. Y'all, I'm being real whack. Every time I play while people are, like, while we're videotaping, I do terrible. I just want to let y'all know I'm not this bad at this game. Okay? Like, I'm not a superstar at it, but I'm not this bad, y'all.
So who should get married and who should stay single?
I think,
what type of people?
Honestly, I think people who are ready to commit. And I'm a personal believer of marriage is supposed to be forever. So if you're not willing to work through, or at least try to work through any possible situation, then you probably shouldn't get married. If you're not willing to put your needs to the side for the prosperity of your family, prosperity of your family, you should not get married.
Hey Google, set a timer for 12 minutes.
We way past that.
Really?
Sure, 12 minutes. And that's starting now.
Actually 11, not too bad.
So set a timer for 10 minutes?
10, yeah.
Hey Google, erase that last timer.
Sure, consider it canceled.
Hey, Google is so
Consider it
smart.
canceled.
Hey Google, set a timer for 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Okay.
And that's
You scared
starting
me for a
now.
second. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
I didn't feel like she was gonna pick up me saying that. Erase that last thing.
She was like, alright, consider it done, homie. She's like, say less.
But yeah, go. What were you saying?
I mean, that's pretty much it to me. Like, there's no excuses that can be made as to, like, why you... Like, for instance, like, the big things to me is, like... Is, like, cheating and infidelity. Like, that, there's no excuse as to why that's okay.
Yeah,
I don't care, like,
too.
what your spouse... If they're not giving you attention or, you know... You're not... Whatever. Like, no.
No what?
No, there's still no reason to cheat. There's still no excuse. Yeah, they should be doing things to make you feel loved or respected or whatever, but nah. To me, that's like the worst, one of the worst things you could do. in a marriage is cheat. So if you feel like you can't be monogamous and you know that's what your partner would want, then you don't need to be married. But I also believe it's extremely difficult in general just for marriage.
Just marriage in general?
Marriage in general is hard. I think it's even harder if you don't have a similar like base of beliefs.
Oh, definitely.
Like if you don't both believe in God, I think it's near impossible because it's like.
And that's gonna get exposed when you have kids.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's gonna get exposed before
Now
that.
I don't think it is impossible to have a successful marriage if you don't believe in God. I think your marriage probably has some biblical principles to it.
I'm pretty sure it has a lot of biblical principles.
But I do think it's really hard if you don't both have that thing that melts you both together. Ooh, this person is sniping me through a window. That's what I think.
There are some people I feel like shouldn't get married, and they probably think the same way. Like people who don't have that desire. Like there's some people who just naturally don't really care too much about getting married to or romance and have any sexual desire, or they just don't care for it.
They just don't care for it.
And so obviously they won't be getting married because they don't have a desire for it. But I think a selfish person which I think everybody is selfish to a degree.
Everyone is selfish.
Selfish person who's not willing to change. Basically, anyone who's not willing to change and and
anyone who says you don't have to change is lying.
Yeah.
Either that or they got a crappy marriage. Because you got to change something. You know what I mean?
And we're only 3 and some change deep.
3 and some. So all of our many years of wisdom in being married point to these yeah, this is what we think. But no, I think that yeah, I don't know. It's
enjoy your single life too. I have fun.
I think that's it. Like I wanted to be married, but then once
of course I have fun because I was like, I like my time.
Once we got engaged, though, I started being like, dang, but do I really want to be married? Like I'm having fun with my homies. We travel. We do whatever we want. Like I had 3 roommates, and we used to have a blast together. And I started thinking, man,
I used to be able to do what I want with my money. But she helped me. Yeah, I was in stupid debt. Like I made decent money, but
you made good money, especially for a single dude.
If you looked at my bank account,
you would never know.
You wouldn't know.
Cause my dude
and my debt, I would like buy. I don't know what.
I have no idea what you was buying.
I wasn't buying shoes either.
No. Cause shoes became a new thing in like the last couple.
It was food. It had to be food and entertainment and some sort. I don't even remember. Like
I don't know where the money was going, but I know it wasn't going into a savings account. That's okay.
I remember. I think the most I ever saved in my life, which is like a couple months before I started dating you, was like $1,000 to $2,000, and I thought I was doing something. I felt so.
Meanwhile, I was making like 1/3 of your pay, and I had like 3 times as much saved.
Yeah. So she helped me with my finances, helped raise my credit score, which I still gotta continue raise and pay off debt. We paid off our cars last year. Yeah. So. But yeah, marriage is definitely like good. Like when God looked at the man, it was like, it's not good for you to be alone.
He meant it.
Like,
cause y'all be tearing.
Not even just
yourselves.
man, but a woman. It's not good for a woman to be alone.
Nah, it's not good for you to be alone. He said man. He said man for a reason.
It is so good to.
I think we just have a hard time being alone.
It makes you a better person.
That's what I
overall.
think it is. We have a hard time being alone as women, but it's better for man to not be alone.
You can tell the difference between a single man and a married man and how they talk and address people. Like a married man is more compassionate and more understanding. Not how can I? They're more soft-hearted to a degree. I'm not saying that they're soft-hearted in general, like, but to a degree they're soft. They have a softer heart. A single guy talking to, I even can tell at work, like, who's single, and even just like obviously like what they do with their time, but even just how they talk about certain topics, you can just tell, yeah, this guy's not married. Marriage changes your perspective on stuff.
It does.
Prime example how a married man talks about a woman versus how a single man talks about a woman. It's a huge difference, which it should be because you're married. And the other single guy being ratchet.
Don't be ratchet.
But yeah, marriage just makes you a better person.
It can.
I say marriage is more beneficial to men than women, I feel like. Maybe I'm just because I'm a guy I'm saying that. But.
And you're married to the best girl in the world.
But I feel like usually it's the guy that has to change a lot in a marriage. I mean, the woman has to change for sure. But I just feel like as men we can be knuckleheads, man, or just oblivious to stuff. And we just gotta change, man. We gotta change. We do dumb stuff without even knowing it.
Without even knowing it. Yeah, I mean, I think women be looking for men to like save them. I think that's our downfall, is we look for men to be the answer to everything.
Oh, remember I was talking
and
to you
I think
about...
you have to be ready to be by yourself and like be able to. I don't think women are really all okay with that.
And I was reading in Genesis, and in Genesis, when God created everything, He was saying that the man is supposed to rule over all the creatures of the earth, everything. But He didn't say we're supposed to rule over each other as far as mankind. That didn't come into play until we sinned, and He kind of was divvying out the curses. He cursed the man, He cursed the woman, and He said that the man is going to rule over you. And so,
hey Google, stop.
We were never meant to rule over each other in that kind of authoritative type way that we do nowadays, especially men and women. We're supposed to be partners. But that's my spiel on that. So I think the best thing you can do is get married if you're a guy. If you're a girl too.
It could be good, or
it could be tragic.
It could be tragic. Not everyone should be married.
But you never know until you get married.
No, I think you know well before you get married if you should be married.
Some things you just don't know.
Nah, I think you don't know how bad it could be until you get married. Just try it out. You can't dabble in marriage. You get married. I'ma just
see how it goes.
Just stick my toe in the water. I'ma just make you my wife for a little bit.
Is that okay with you?
Is that okay? Is that cool? There would be some girls.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's fine. We could try it out for a month or so. Like my Ooh, I had the drop on that dude. Yeah, nah. Netflix is not. I mean, Netflix. What?
You think about Netflix and chill.
If you like Netflix and chilling with multiple people,
it's a whole nother topic.
It's a whole nother topic.